Hey Lifeline, good to see you. I wanted to talk to you really quick about fasting that is coming up this Sunday. And I've gotten a few questions. I've gotten questions like, "Man, how do you fast for 21 days? I mean, don't you get hungry?" And so it occurred to me that because of the explosion of intermittent fasting, which is just not eating anything the whole time, that there is more than one way to fast. There's actually several ways to fast. So I just wanted to talk to you really quick about what fasting really is. And what fasting really is giving up something you want now for something you want more. Say that one more time. What fasting is giving up something you want now for something you want more. Like with exercise, maybe what you want right now is to binge watch a season of The Office. But what you want more is six pack. So you sit down and do some sit-ups. That is one great example of what fasting could look like, because you're giving up something that your flesh wants, something that your body wants for something that you want more. So biblically speaking, Jesus has us covered because we don't always know what to give up spiritually. What do I give up to achieve some kind of goal? And Jesus says something to the effect of, "Hey, I got you covered. Why don't you give up something of your flesh, humble yourself, and come to me in a season of giving up of your flesh and prayer so that I can meet you in that need." So I want to talk to you about 4 different ways, not 3.5, but 4 ways that we like to talk about fasting here at Lifeline. And the first, of course, is the complete fast. The complete fast. This type of fast is where you would drink only liquids, maybe only juice. I have done this in the past, and it is only recommended, please hear me, if you are physically able to do so, if you've talked to your healthcare professional. It's something that anybody can do for 1, 2, or even 3 days because it's biblical. It's God's design that we should be able to do that. We have Jesus as an example, others as well, but I really want everyone to be safe, and with the high rate of health issues that exist in our world today, I want you to be safe. So a complete fast is a way to go, but I wouldn't try it for more than a day or 2 unless you've done it before, or you have a health professional that's helping you with that. The next kind of fast would be a selective fast. This kind of fast involves removing certain elements of your diet. Okay, one example of that would be the Daniel fast. The Daniel fast, where in the book of Daniel, he says, "I'm not going to eat any meats or sweets or dairies, and I'm only going to eat vegetables." That would be called a selective fast. This is a great option. So like removing something from your diet like sugar or bread, or just really it could be anything that you choose. Of course, in the Bible, you could do the Daniel fast, which is described by only eating vegetables and things of that nature. Removing all meats, sweets, and dairies is the easiest way to understand the Daniel fast. That is a selective fast, and that is a great option for anybody to tackle. The next would be a partial fast, not to be confused with a selective fast, but a partial fast is also known as the Jewish fast, where you would give up food during a certain time of the day. So you're only eating part of the day. So maybe you only eat after the sun goes down, or you skip breakfast and dinner and pray instead and only eat lunch, or really any variety of that would work well. Pastor Tiffany did this when she was leaving for Spain to do her missionary trip. She skipped lunch, and instead of eating lunch each day, she would go out in her car and she would pray on her lunch break. So she fasted lunch, and that would be biblically called a partial fast. And then this last one's very important. If you made it to the end, you are so impressive. But this last one's really big because I think in our world, in our society, this could be even more important than food. It's called a soul fast. A soul fast. A soul fast. This is a great option, by the way, if you have no experience being diligent in your food and fasting food, or have health issues that prevent you from doing so. You can refocus certain areas of your life. A soul fast is giving up something like TV, social media, music, listening only Christian music. I have a friend who does that pretty much every year. They'll tune out every single kind of media except for good spiritual, like only Christian music, only Christian movies, or stuff like that. It's amazing how limiting that is once you really try it. I always, no matter what I do with food, I will always do something in my soul. I'll always give up either social media or YouTube or television or something like that. I'll always do something like that every single year when we do this, because it's so freeing, and nothing so completely recenters your mind and your heart as these things. And in our era, in our society, these are the very things that are cluttering our minds and our souls probably the most. And so I would encourage you, maybe take on a food type of fast, complete for a section of the 21 days, or a selective or a partial. And then I would encourage everybody to think of something for their soul: television, social media, music, something like that. Those are the 4 kinds of fasts we're going to engage in for the next 21 days. And so again, I just want to thank you for partnering with us on this, and God bless you as you seek his presence for the next 21 days. Talk soon.